Hi everybody, it's John from UTHFITT, and I just want to share this video with you in relation to 4 principles of fitness which will help develop and maintain your child's health and well-being. Well, the 4 principles of fitness are frequency, intensity, type and time, and they are the 4 principles that I adhered into my programs. And that was because over the years the increase in professional sport injuries is also being diluted and filtered down to youth level. And it's preventing children from reaching their goals, playing the sport that they want. And you've got to ask the question, why? Well, first of all, you've got to look at a child's health. Health is a state of being associated with the freedom of disease and illness, and it also includes total fitness that is associated with the quality of life and positive well-being. The idea of my program is to develop well-rounded children who can follow their dreams and goals and be injury free, and if they play sport, my program is also to keep them in their game. Children should reach about 60 minutes to an hour of day, moderate to vigorous activity. And if need to, next time your child participates in a session that they're currently doing at the moment, put a stopwatch on it. Put a stopwatch and see how often their heart rate reaches a level of activity that you would class as moderate. Now, there's one reason why I created UTHFITT is because I've got 2 boys and they used to sit in session. They spent a lot of their time standing in a queue waiting for their turn. And then you come away, you've done an hour's activity. When it was actually broken down, they'd barely done 15, 20 minutes. So frequency is how often do they play. Some children are not reaching the 60 minutes to an hour requirement of physical activity. But then on the other hand, we have children who are participating in sport, playing for club, playing for school, also training for club, training for school, playing 2 games a weekend. Their body is not recovering. And at that age, their body's not developed. Muscles are still being developed and bones are still actually cartilage. And that's why rest is important at that age. Now, intensity should be moderate to vigorous physical activity, playing games, and it should be something that they really enjoy. But most of all, a rest period should be put in place for their recovery because they haven't got a heat regulation system at that age like adults do. What type? Anything they like doing, make sure it's fun and something that they want to participate in, but also manage, the safety of what they're doing. And as I said, time, it should be about 60 to an hour minutes per day. So I'm going to break that down into the 3 activities that it should be using. So let's look at the cardiovascular system. Children's cardiovascular is naturally healthy compared to adults. It's even better than adults when they're children. The aerobic system, the oxygenated system, is better than adults as a child. And it's the anaerobic system we should be working at younger ages. And what does that mean? Well, frequency, we should be looking at 3 to 5 times a week. Moderate to high intensity, things like interval training and even a small HIIT session that covers every single muscle group in their body. And you're looking at time for about 20 minutes out of that hour, broken down into 7 minutes, whatever you want, but it should be that sort of level of physical activity. Then we look at muscular fitness, and I'm not talking about weights. What we're looking at, climbing, gymnastics, and at some ages we're looking at, resistance bands, supervised resistance training. And that usually comes in between 10 and 11 years of age. So frequency there, you're looking at 2 to 3 times a week. And intensity, you should look at 1 to 3 sets, 8 to 5 reps of anything that's really lightweight, even their own body weight. But again, I don't recommend press-ups and I don't do sit-ups. And in a couple of my other videos coming from this, I'll explain why. And then again, that should be 20 minutes. And again, that should include climbing, resistance training. I love resistance bands, even those that are like resistance bands, just like elastic bands. Just getting that muscle memory, just getting that fibre working in the direction it should be. But again, it's sometimes neglected or not even participated or used to call by other coaches. And then if need be, low level calisthenics, which is lifting their own body weight in a safe environment. So once you've done that, you've done your main concept, then it comes down to flexibility. Also, prior to participating in a sport, you should also look at flexibility. So again, you're looking at three times a week, mild tension, and you should be holding that for about 10 to 30 seconds. Now, in the warm-up at the beginning, you should look about holding that for 10 seconds. And then at your last session, as you cool down, as you're cooling down, you do a stretch session, you're looking at 30 seconds as well. And what type? They should be static. They should be static. There should be no dynamic stretches. And again, I'll explain in a couple of other videos why that's the case. Now, my programs here are to maintain and improve health of children and not to push them up to the next level of intensity. The most of all is keep it safe. And if you stick to those principles of fitness, children will start to enjoy and get the benefits of planned, organised physical activity sessions that can be pulled into some of their sports. I run classes that have hockey players, tennis players, swimmers, runners, and they all come together, and it's a fun environment where they learn, they keep themselves fit. I'm aware of what sports they play, how often they play, and most of all, I actually say no sometimes not to come to my session, which is quite bizarre for a coach, but I think sometimes they need their rest. So I'll have a couple more videos coming up of a variety of stuff. If you're interested, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and catch up with you soon, guys, with some more information in relation to your kids' health and future going into adulthood. Thank you very much. Take care.